antidote. Unhinged, 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 unhinged. With Dwayne and Elise. Where one day's a work of water, and other days the unlimited. But no matter what you're wearing through, we are the antidote. We are the antidote. Life comes that you had some time. That be typical lifestyle. Just have a love with us. We are the antidote. We are the antidote. Unleashed. When the days are work of Martin. Unleashed. Another day's beyond the land. Unleashed. But no matter what you're going through, we are the antidote. We are the antidote. Unleashed. When our days a work of Martin, and other days we unbelent. But my daughter, what you worrying through, we are the antidote. We are the antidote. Unleashed. When our days a work of Martin, and other days we unbelent. But my daughter, what you worrying through, we are the antidote. We are the antidote. When we days a work of Martin, another days we unbelent. But no matter what you going through, we are the antidote. We are the antidote. Where our days a work of Martin, another days we
Hey, good night, good night, good night. Welcome to another episode of Unhinged, Dwayne and Elise Show.
Good
I'm
night.
your, I'm your host, Dwayne, along with my co-host, the one, the only General of the Miserable VI Women's Army, Elise Monique. And of course, tonight we have our special guest, our eye on the dating scene, the one, the only, Kaya. Say good night to the people, Kaya.
Good night.
Yes, yes, yes. All right. Housekeeping
night.
quick, because I never don't get it right. So, all right. So, I'm supposed to ask you to like, subscribe, share, follow, and follow us on Facebook, Unhinged, Dwayne and Lily Show. We're also on YouTube. It's Unhinged_VI. So, like, share. Spread the word that this is some place you could come once a week, every Tuesday night from 7 to 8, and just relax yourself for an hour. Get your mind away from our daily struggles. Rules of engagement. We have 4 rules around here. First of all, we don't use real names. We have to protect the guilty just as much as we protect the innocent. Second of all, if you hear us using statistics, trust and believe the statistics we use are scientifically unscientific. Rule number 3, we don't talk politics or religion. And rule number 4, which is the most important rule around here, we listen so we can judge. All right? Having said all of that, welcome to each and everyone. Feel free to participate in the chat. We like the interaction. So, we have a lot to tackle this week. Elise, I'll let you start off. So you could go with the first one. Am I overreacting? Pay him back.
Okay. Am I overreacting? Pay him back. I'm a 31-year-old single mom that re-entered the dating scene after a long break. I met a guy on Tinder. We had been talking for a few weeks, and we finally agreed to meet up at a dog park to have some coffee and let our dogs play together for a few hours. This that first meetup was fine. We talked a lot and our dogs got along well. He wasn't my normal type. Not ugly or anything, just not the type of guy I would typically date. However, I decided to try something new because things hadn't been working out well with the type of guys I usually date. After the meetup in the dog park, he invited me to go on an actual date the following week. He seemed nice and easy to talk to, but there were a few things that I thought might make us a bit too different from each other. I thought maybe if the date went well and I got to know him better, those things may not seem so important. The date happened, and it was a nice date. We went to a nice Italian restaurant. We talked about a lot of different things. There were a few awkward moments of silence, and he seemed to be a bit insecure and nervous. I'm neither of those things. I'm very chill about meeting new people, and I love it when people use humor to get through potentially awkward moments. When the bill came, I asked twice if I should pay my portion of the bill. He is living on a fixed income, so I know he didn't have a lot of money. He insisted that since he was the one that invited me, he should pay. I thanked him and asked him if he was sure, and he replied, absolutely. He paid the bill, and we went for a short walk before he walked me to my car. By the end of the evening, I could tell that we were not a match. The next day, I wrote him and thanked him for a nice evening. I also told him, unfortunately, I don't think we were a good match, and I hope that he would find someone who is a better match in the future. Long story short, he was not okay with that. He sent me a long text message asking me what went wrong. Even though I knew better not to answer a question like that after such a response, I did anyway. I told him that I felt our personalities were not compatible and I'm looking for someone with a life a bit closer to mine. Again, I'm a single mom. I knew from our first meetup that he was on a fixed income because he couldn't work due to illness. I learned during the first date that he spends most of his time gaming online as part of a gaming community. He wasn't okay with the response. He said that I should have known that he didn't meet my criteria before going on a date. Then he sent me a text with everything that I ordered at the restaurant with the calculated total and asked me in a very condescending way to pay him back. There's a lot more to the text message involved, but this is already too long. I wrote back explaining to him that everything he was doing was immature and petty, and that he had his chance to get the money yesterday. He replied with an even longer text message, basically saying that I used him and I should pay for my part of the bill. Now, it's the principle of it for me. I blocked him and I don't want to deal with him anymore. I have a good job, a great home, own my own car, and I take care of my daughter. I can afford to pay him back, but honestly, don't want to at this point. So, am I overreacting?
Oh man! All right, all right, all right. There's a lot, there's a lot to unpack here. Like I'm mad that he even sit down and really type up that list on itemize like what she had and did the math and like send a bill for the for the total. Like, dude, nah. I don't think she overreacted. No, and I think she was fair. Even though she had her initial doubts that I mean, like they were compatible, she was willing to give it, give it another chance, and hence she went on this real date with him. After the dark park meetup. And then she asked him twice, like, should she pay her portion of the bill? So you can't be acting like you're a baller, like, no, I got, and then when things don't go your way, like you sending a woman, you billing a woman for the stuff that she ate. That's insane, man. That's insane.
I
That's
would have,
insane.
I would have given him his money. I would have sent him his money back.
You order?
Not me.
Mhm.
I
How I commute my mic real quick.
I could do for you. Go ahead. Yeah, Elise, I okay. So I think the mere fact that she asked and she asked twice, you know,
You have to meet him.
Yeah, knowing that he was on a fixed income and stuff like that, she was very considerate. She was very considerate, and I could see her frustration or her annoyance with him. And just decided like she don't even want to be bothered. You know, yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I don't know. But you say you're paying back.
Yeah, because that would have been my flex. Like, I didn't need you to pay for my food. I could have paid for my own food. It's not about that. And I don't want him to feel like he could have a chip on his shoulder, feeling like that's what it was about. That's not what it was about.
Yeah,
And that's something worry about.
yeah, and then I mean, in this, I mean, the reality of it is you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win all of them. You know, you may initially there may be something about a particular person that
Yeah, I'm from
draws you.
Lincoln.
I see what happened.
I could still hear her.
Oh, anyway, she back. All right. So sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, you'll meet somebody initially, and there may be something that draws you to them, like initially, and then once you get to know them, or you get to know a little bit, more about them, then you realize you're not compatible. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody ain't gonna be like a perfect match for everybody. I have friends that I've like known for like a long time, but I wouldn't date them because there's certain things about them that I know, like we're not compatible on that level. But we'd be good friends. It's the same thing. Like I have people that are good friends, been good friends for a long time, but I would never work for them. Because I know our difference in personalities, like the dynamics wouldn't work in that particular setting. So there's nothing wrong with that. And he really was being petty. She asked you twice at a restaurant. She offered twice to pay her half of the bill, and you acting like he's a big baller, and you just gotta take your L, dude. Just gotta take your L.
I still muted.
Nah, you're on music. So
Okay.
careful of your tab on me.
I
Get up.
wasn't paying nothing. I wasn't giving him nothing. He won't get a dime out of me. And from the time he texts me that long first text, I block him. Because I ain't going back and forth with him.
Yeah. I think it was unreasonable and childish. I mean,
And I need for the people who ain't in the dating wall to understand that's normal. That's really what they're doing
for
now.
real?
A lot of them, yeah.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Because they feel like you coming out on a date with them to get free food. Me and my friends went to New Orleans this weekend. There were 4 of us, and we ordered 6 dozen oysters. Me need you for your food money. I could buy my own food. And I ain't giving you my money because you invite me out and you upset that I said we not compatible. Because I would say she should have never give him all that information. She should just say, I don't think this can work out and leave it at that. He would have still spat out and text her, but she needed to give him no feedback.
Yeah. I suspect you were trying to be like say like friends to like a certain level. But I think he was of the mindset like all or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like either we're gonna be a couple or ain't gonna be nothing. So maybe
No, I don't
huh?
think that's it either. Because again, as somebody I on the sidelines now, but as somebody who's like in the dating world,
Mm-hmm.
the thing is they have like this mentality where they paying to take you out to eat and then they want something
You owe
after
them
the dinner.
something. Mm.
Yeah. And when that don't pan out, that's when they'll become unhinged and basically like start doing stuff. That's why you don't have a Google number for them to call and text them instead of giving them your real number. Are you laughing? Are you serious?
It's okay. I have a phone, right? I have a phone, whole separate phone number, and the sole purpose of this phone number is like if I go like to our website or I buying something from a merchant and they want all this like my phone number and stuff like that. I don't want to be bothered with your marketing material or your affiliates. You know what I mean? Like So I don't give out this number. This is a phone number. I don't never answer it. The phone like stays on silent if it ever on. So I'm laughing because I could kind of relate, but so I just see how they using this kind of same thing in the dating world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Rough out there, bro. All right. So yeah, so I don't think she was being unreasonable. I think she was very generous, overly generous. Like you say, like to give him all the information and try to explain what is one. I think he was moving very immature, but I'm learning now that this is how it is now. To me it's immature, but you kind of saying like, oh, they're in the dating world and today this kind of like standard operating procedure. You know what I'm saying? I remember even taking a girl on a date one time, right? I went to borrow my sister's car. I went had a detail. I was visiting. I was living away. I was just back home visiting. And this was a restaurant I had to make reservations. I spent like a good few $100s a night, really wanted to make a good impression on her. And we had a good time. We had a good night. After dinner, we park up, just talk, just like hang out like literally all night. I think I took her home like maybe like after 3 in the morning. So the next day she calls me and she told me that I was too nice. And she can't believe that I take her out and after dinner I didn't try to get none. I don't want to kill the thing, but I was trying to make a good impression and she did fall asleep. And that's when I took her home. She did fall asleep in the car. We were sitting parked up talking and she dozed off. And I took her home, walked her to the door, kissed her on her hand, like the whole, real gentleman thing. And she called the next day and she was like, doing you too nice, man. I can't believe you ain't try, you ain't try nothing. And I was low-key kind of upset because like, after I heard that, I was like, man, I spent $300 when all I had to do was take you McDonald's, buy you a Happy Meal, and he'd give me some, like, so, yeah. See?
Was that necessary?
What?
What you just said. Yeah.
Yes, that I could have taken that. Clearly, I could have taken her to McDonald's and buy a Happy Meal and act like she had owed me something. Yeah, that's how I took, what she said. Yeah, I went all out, like show you like a real nice out on the tongue, treat you like a queen, and you disappointed because I was a gentleman. Anyway, yeah. So that's kind
menace.
No menace. That's kind of mixed messaging that men are gay, and then when you start to act like okay, like how this dude acting now, like I feed you, you owe me something, then it's a problem. So like you can't win for losing. You can't win for losing. You do the right thing and you're too nice, and then you don't be nice. Now you're a jerk. So yeah. So this dude need to understand.
How about you just be yourself?
Maybe I am a jerk. So I was just trying to.
So just be yourself. You either gonna get a play or you not. But don't come with a representative if that's not the person that you really are.
So that's why I had to learn eventually. That's why I had to learn eventually. This was all in my I think my early 20s.
Okay.
So, but that's why I had to learn eventually. Like this is me, take it or leave it. I am who I am, and you know what I mean. You're gonna deal if I'm not your flavor and be your cup of tea, that's fine. I ain't gonna be like this dude. That's fine. We gonna be cool. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be cool. I ain't your flavor, and in everybody's mind. So I had to learn.
And she did you a favor. She did you a favor because the fact that she asked you, tell you too nice. That tells me that she like confusion, rah, tough
Correct.
man, that
Correct.
kind of thing. So she did you a favor.
Correct.
By telling you that you're too nice.
Correct. That
So
yeah.
that way $300 what?
Yeah, that tell me exactly.
That way $300.
Yeah, and that told me clearly I wasn't like you said. I okay. You like that thug life and bad man and nah, me. Me and that ain't gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? As much, and I grew up around a lot of street man and stuff like that, but don't come into crying around me, no. Because rat alone? Shit. I'd be up in the police station, they'd be like, Mr. Calwood, wait, we gotta change the battery. Can you talking about you? I talking about your grandmother. I talking about your dog gonna be going on pissing on people tire when they just on arm all the time. I ratting listen here. Don't come in the crime on me. Kai talking.
You ridiculous.
Kai talking, okay? I kind of think when they ask me about crimes that didn't even know how to happen.
You
Yeah, man.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Don't come on me. Can't go in jail for soul. Man sitting in jail talking about me, you know that. Yeah? Huh? Don't commit no crime on me. Okay? Okay, I will turn it instant motogram. The police, they gotta beg me
Good
to
to
shut
know.
up. Yes, good to know. All right.
Okay, thanks.
We on to the next thing. All right. We're reading this one. I can read this one.
You want me read it? Okay.
I can read. Okay. If we're together and you run into somebody you used to date, I'm not automatically tripping because y'all hugged. We're grown. A quick, good seeing you hug is normal. I'm not about to turn into security because two soldiers happen to touch. But however, there are levels to this hug thing. If both arms wrap around and bodies get a little too close and eyes close and somebody starts rubbing the other one back and y'all stay connected a little too long, I'm gonna start to wonder, you know what I mean? If a slow song like playing in our head, now I have questions. And please don't hit me with that's just how we hug. Who the hell is we? Because if that hug comes with a squeeze, a little rocking side to side, and y'all separate but somehow keep your hands on each other, I mentally question footage from 3 different camera angles. I trust you to know the difference between being polite and accidentally giving somebody a reunion tour. Say hello, hug, release, and keep it moving, okay? That hug should not have a beginning, a middle, character development, and closing credits. So what separates a harmless hug from a disrespectful one when it's somebody your partner used to date? Or anybody for that matter? The length, the body contact, where the hands go, or all of the above? Help me out.
I gotta sit this one out
You gotta say this one away.
because I don't talk to no ex, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know the appropriate way. Like I wouldn't even interact with them, so I wouldn't.
Okay. So
I would pass them straight in the street.
okay, so not even a church hug?
I need I to stop laughing after me, but for real, I would pass them straight in the street. So
Okay, how do you go from this is somebody that you love once upon a time to just passing them in the street? Like all of them.
I don't tell people. I don't tell people all the time, right? I get children with a man that I don't even talk to. So ain't get no other man on this earth that I can't stop talking to.
But damn, I mean to go from the one extreme
You
to the
don't
next.
exist to me because okay. So the ex them is ex because they do something disrespectful. And
Okay.
I don't deal with disrespect like that. So I don't acknowledge the existence after that happened. So ain't gonna be no hug up kind of thing when I see you in the street.
So all right. Okay. I get what you're saying. So do
So
you
now if we gonna ask me from the woman standpoint and you hugging a woman and you doing all that squeezing and hugging up and let me lift her up off the ground, we gonna have a problem.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean, so I
Side
okay.
hug. Side hug alone.
Yeah, church hugs. Church hug, you know what I mean? Church
Yeah.
hug. Church hug. All right. So we
Mhm.
can agree, church hug.
For me hugging nobody, so we don't even have to have a conversation. We like that ain't even part of my DNA. No, I hug you. No, we done hugging a long time ago. Me ain't hugging you no more. I'll
Elise.
say hi. I'll say hi because I don't have an ex that I have as an enemy, but I still don't have no reason talking. We did the hugging. The hugging is done. It is that part of our life is over. We don't need to be hugging one another.
So yeah, but
Hey,
okay.
look,
So so not even a demotion from a boyfriend hug to a church hug, side hug.
no, we don't have to touch.
And
We don't have to touch at all.
You don't be too friendly. That's the problem.
I savage, a little side hug. You know what I mean?
No, I don't be too friendly. That's the problem.
Mm-mm.
See, I will get into trouble. I will get in trouble because I'm a hugger. Just like, hey, long time no see. No, I ain't doing all of that. Feel up and, you know what I mean? Staying engaged and things like that. But yeah, like good friends, I say, hey, you know what I mean? Bam. What's up? How the kids? How life? You know what I mean?
I'm a hugger too, but I need to be hugging them. I don't hug them already.
So, all right, all right.
I
So,
don't need to hug them anymore.
all right. Okay. Who got the next one?
All right, I get the
All right,
next one.
go.
Let me-
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I walked away from a good man. When I walked away from this relationship, everybody asked me, Sharon, how could you leave such a good man? A man who accepted all three of my kids, paid the bills, truly loved me unconditionally, and even asked me to be his wife. It may not make sense to y'all, but I left him because I loved him. He was very successful, had no biological children, and always said he wanted a child of his own. Since I already have three kids, I don't want to have another child. I've also already been through three C-sections, and my doctor told me another pregnancy would be high risk. I'm not risking my life to have another baby. He accepted that and told me we could go the surrogate route because he wanted a life with me and my children. The day he proposed to me, I said yes, but when we got home, I immediately ended our relationship. Although he was perfect for me, I realized I wasn't perfect for him. A man as good as him deserves the family he truly wants. He deserves the experience of watching his wife carry their child, and I didn't want to rob him of that just because he loved me enough to sacrifice it for me. This man has spent his whole life living right and preparing himself to have a family the right way, and I knew in my heart there was a woman out there meant for him who could share that experience with him. I left because I chose to be selfless instead of holding on to a good man simply because he was good to me. I knew he wasn't my person, even though he treated me like everything I could have asked for. To this day, I have no regrets about walking away because now he is happily married and his wife is pregnant. Did I overreact? I don't think I did.
Yeah.
Why you asking us for? You done leave them man already. Don't ask us. We don't know.
But I thought this was thought provoking. I I don't know. I want to give her credit for putting putting him before her in her own mind. I want to give her credit for that. Um, but at the same time, on the other hand, a lot of times, people pray to a higher being, a spiritual whatever, um, to send them somebody like a soulmate. And I think a lot of times we reach out and you ask for a blessing, and the blessing don't always come necessarily wrapped the way you expect it to come wrapped, or the way you know what I mean, like the way you want it to be to come wrapped. So I could kind of see where she coming from in terms of, yeah, he saying he good, you know what I'm saying, but you know deep in his heart what he really want, and you know that you can't give him that. And I think it was big of her to say, well, you know what, I gonna step back and let you get, excuse me, that person that I feel you deserve. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to just saying, well, hey, I have 2 kids, and for whatever, things ain't work out with the fathers, and here's this man that kind of checking all the boxes, so I'm gonna be with him. Elisa, you done with him. She done, so let's move on, right?
No, I
So
can imagine how broken his heart must have been when she said yes and then get home and then tell him that. And I already told him that his heart must have been so
true.
broken. I am just happy that he was able to get over it and find love for himself. Because when you do stuff like that to people, they tend to pull back into themselves. And I hope the wife he has now is treated as well as she was, or if he's holding back something for fear of that happening again.
Okay. So I know I had to see, I had to get on social media and I'll act the fool and I'll kick up and stuff like that. But I do have a serious side. There are times when I had to act my age, believe it or not. So anyway, when I came back from the Gulf War, right, I had like PTSD, like really, really bad, really serious. At that time, nobody wasn't talking about PTSD, you know. And I used to have suicidal thoughts. You know, I hated to be like around myself. A lot of people can't even relate to that. But I hated to be around myself and I had suicidal thoughts. And I was like a newlywed basically. And I had to like beg my wife to like agree to a divorce. Not because she wasn't, she was, you know, she was like, nah, I took a vow and you know what I mean? I had to write through this thing with you. But I was so concerned and so afraid that I may get into one of these episodes and physically harm her. And more than anything else, it was killing me because she didn't deserve it. You know, no, she deserved somebody who was going to, you know what I mean? Treat her like a queen and stuff like that. She was a good person. And it was killing me to put her through that. You know what I'm saying? So I like had to beg her like to agree to like let's get divorced because I need to fix me and I don't know how long it will take. And I don't even know if I'm fixable. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted her to move on and, you know, find somebody who gonna, you know, treat you, you know, like the way you deserve to be treated. And none of what we're going through, you know, in my mind, none of this is your fault. You didn't sign up for this and, you know what I'm saying? You're young, you're beautiful, you're a nice person. Somebody out there gonna really treat you the way I can't treat you right now because I need to fix me. So when I saw this this story on Facebook, I wanted to talk about it because I could relate to where you were coming from. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, Elise, and the other hand too, to tell him yes, and then hours later, if that long, say like, wait, I changed my mind. You know what I mean? That had to be hard on him. And I was glad that he ultimately found somebody and could have that family the way he clearly had expressed to her that he wanted to have a family. So I could see both ways. That's my 2 cents. Now, okay, now I back to acting the fool, you know.
Okay. So I was like torn with it at first, but then when I really think about it, she was wrong. She was dead wrong. And I hate to agree with a man. I hate to be on a man's side. Because she know he wasn't her person from before. She knew that because she's citing what she wrote. So if you knew he wasn't your person, this man along for however long that you were stringing him along for, because one of the things she put in there was that he was paying all her bills.
Yeah.
He accepted her 3 kids. He was paying all her bills. Now, her saying he truly loved her unconditionally, I don't know. But if you like pay attention, she like, oh, he was very successful. So she will focus more on the material side of it than she was on the emotional side. She wasn't in it for the long run. She knew from the jump that he wanted a child and that she wasn't going to have no more children. So she should have let him go from the beginning. Engagement ring, probably did a proposal part, and that's when you decide you don't want him no, when you call off the relationship. So then on top of that, the people who were there at the engagement party now watching this thing and thinking this man do something dirty to you because you break off the relationship. So they feel like, oh, she only do it embarrass him in front of everybody else, but he wasn't the right person, and that's why she break off the relationship.
Yeah.
So she was dead wrong. Now then you're throwing another piece of it. Now next thing you know, he having a daughter and his that get away.
Yeah.
Don't laugh.
I'm probably got
Don't laugh.
PTSD.
'Cause you know it. But I just saying like she was wrong. She was wrong for that. She should have break up for him before it get to that point because she know he wanted certain things and she didn't want those things. So he wasn't he wasn't her person from.
Yeah. Yeah, you make some good points. You make some good points. Yeah. So yeah, I just kind of, like I say, I've been through my situation, so I could kind of see some of where you're coming from. But like you say, how even from right out of the gate, how focused you need to be on the material, what she could have get out of it, in terms of material things. So, all right, next one. All right, I'll take this one. Okay,
The long one?
that's a long one. Yeah,
Yeah, because they get updates.
Now, let me skip that. Let me skip.
Let me go to number 6, man. Let me go to number
All
6.
right. We go to number 6. You can read it.
Oh, you are? Why you want me to read it?
Okay, there you go.
What are you trying to say?
Let Elise
No,
read
I
it.
read it. That's fine. I read it.
No, let Elise read it.
Which one is number 6?
That
That
time I
time I
felt-
found out my wife is crazy.
Oh, you want me to read it because you're trying to say I'm crazy or something?
Me and Jay something other than you're a very good reader. Go right ahead, Elise.
That time I found out my wife was crazy. Boy, women are some different creatures, I tell you. One week I could tell my wife was having a hard time. Work was stressful. The schedule was hectic. Life was just kicking our ass. I had a day off, and when she left for work, I could tell it was about to be one of those days. So I started thinking what I could do to turn her day around. Flowers? Nah. I do that all the time. Send her lunch? Too predictable. Send her something nasty? Probably not. Then it hit me. I said, you know what? I'm about to clean this house like we hired a professional cleaning service. Y'all, I put my gloves on, turned on an old school R&B playlist, and went to work. I cleaned everything. You would have thought my name was Isabella or Maria, the way this house was spotless. I cleaned the baseboards, folded every piece of laundry, and put them away. Bathrooms were spotless. I vacuumed, mopped, and dusted the ceiling fans. I cleaned the windows. I even changed every toilet paper roll and folded the little ends into fancy bows like the cleaning people do. Elite service, I'll tell y'all. When I was done, I was exhausted. The only thing I forgot to put up was the bleach bottle sitting on the counter. I looked at the clock. She would be home soon. I smiled to myself. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the nasty playlist tonight. So I lay down for a nap to get my energy ready, already imagining the reward I was about to receive. Fast forward, I slowly opened my eyes, rubbed my face, reached for my phone, but couldn't find it. I sat up. I almost had a damn heart attack, scared the hell out of me. There she was, sitting perfectly still in the recliner, my phone in one hand and a bottle of bleach in the other. She was staring at me. I said, hey, baby. She didn't answer. She looked down at my phone, then at the bleach bottle, then back to me. Finally, she said, I know you deleted it. I said, deleted what? She said, who the hell are you done had in my house, Michael? Now I'm completely confused. What are you talking about? She pointed around the house. Who she thinks she is cleaning my house like this? What's she trying to say? That I'm nasty? My house ain't never nasty. My house ain't never nasty. Yeah, I'm just sitting there trying to process what the hell is happening. She said, what's her name? At this point, I honestly thought I was still dreaming. So I laid back down. She said, oh, I'm going to find out because ain't no way in hell you clean this house. I've been with you 3 years and all I gotta go behind you when you clean. Now I'm offended. I jumped up. Wait a damn minute. You trying to say I don't know how to clean? She looked me dead in my soul and said, yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Wow.
And when I find that little hoe, I'm gonna clean her ass with this bleach. Needless to say, from that day forward, I only make the bed. I always leave one dish in the sink. I never change the toilet paper roll because I refuse to get accused of cheating with the imaginary cleaning lady ever again.
Hey, okay. There's a lot to unpack here, right? I stuck on this man here when he laid on the bed, 'cause he just know when his wife come home and see how clean this house is, she gonna put his boomwork on him, I could see him on the bed, just, you know what I mean? Just lay out, just, yeah, you know what I mean? Wake up and this woman here sitting with this bottle of bleach, talking about who she is. Hey, I don't know. Which neighborhood in the Virginians I think this woman from? That's my
I
question.
ain't doing that with you.
Me neither.
She
What neighborhood
definitely.
you think they're from?
It sounds like a Bovoni or a Cohen Terrace girl.
See me doing this with you. Cause you ain't gonna have St. Thomas people talking about me. Nope.
Yeah, this a Bovoni girl move. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, look how this man, I mean, so and okay, so he cleaned the house, but see what happened here? This is a common thing with VA women, right? As a man, and I've dated enough of them that I could make this conclusion. Like you
You
can't
dated enough men?
no, I dated enough VA women that I could come to this conclusion. The minute you as a man say you're gonna do something different, you know what I mean? For your VA woman, the first thing that come to their mind is you're cheating. You're with somebody else. You're guilty. It don't never be, oh, this is so sweet of you to do this thing that you don't usually do. You know what I mean? Y'all always start to question the
Because you
motive.
don't usually do it.
Yeah, but don't question the motive. Like, just appreciate the gesture. Appreciate, you know what I mean? No, like, what trigger this? Like, you know what I mean? Guilty. Like, it's
Okay.
always, yes. It's always this
You hear what she
questioning of the
said?
motive. Huh?
They've been together 3 years and she had to clean behind this man for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
There is no way she gonna really believe that he do that work when she been having to clean behind him for 3 years. That's the whole long and short of it. Your patterns is your patterns. Once you have a change to that pattern, that's when the problem will come in. So he been half-assing cleaning for 3 years now, and he still been getting a bum work.
Yeah, but
So now today he decide he about to go hard on cleaning to get what, different level of bum work. That's
Yeah.
what he was looking for.
yeah.
And look how it backfire.
Yeah, I mean, come on. And then she ain't even
That's
like
like
she ain't even acting like she mad because like wait. So you had this in you all along, and like you said, like you've been half-assed and I've been walking around cleaning up behind you. Like that ain't even where part she went. She went directly to who is woman is that you bring in my house? Who this heifer is that you bring in my house to clean my house? And what kind of message she's saying? Like,
I would have avoided all of that. Because the way I would have been telling Molly Mays just leave. And I paid them to come, it was 3 of them to come and clean in here because I ain't arguing with no foolishness. Listen, listen, my life, I have to do things. I don't have time for foolishness. Molly Maids. No. There was no
He
go
would have
ahead.
been better after that.
There was no go ahead.
sorry,
Miss Lady, I just figured I'd give you a break. I ordered the Molly Maids and they came here. They clean up everything. Look how they do the toilet paper. They put a little bow on it. See? Listen.
That was the piece that sent her over the edge. That was the piece
Because-
that make her think you are a woman. Because when you don't fold toilet paper like that, sir,
No. Molly Maids.
I bet you sometimes he don't leave one little sheet on
Just-
the toilet paper.
just so he
roll.
got change it.
Right, but today he decided, let me go. So you had this and you all along and you've been half-assing.
Mhm.
I will agree that her level of crazy is too high because she definitely was focused on the wrong thing. Because I would have been pissed off that either out here living with you for 3 years
Mhm.
and I cleaning behind you and you have this level of cleaning and you ain't do it once. That's where my crazy would have come in. It wouldn't have been like, oh, you had a woman in here, who is this woman, all of that. It would have been, this is absolutely ridiculous and you've been playing in my face for 3 years.
That's why I said that, because between her saying the girl who had and she had to be behind a drink. Miss Lady, Molly Maids came. I pay Molly Maids because I want you to come home and sit down and be relaxed. Okay? Yeah, that's what happened. Because yeah.
yeah. he can't even defend the car. Like, there's none to defend. Like, he's like, what are you responsible for? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing not to defend. He can't even, there's none to defend. There's none to try to lie to lie way out of. Like, you just like a
No.
dead headlights.
I would have just
Yeah, take it L. Take it L.
calm down.
Take it L.
Body may as well head, calm down.
I know he probably take that shower or laying in a bed naked, just wake up, he just know.
And then as a man, he's supposed to know his woman by this point. Like, you got a crazy woman. Why would you do that? Because this ain't her first crazy. This ain't her first crazy episode.
Yeah, it's true. Clearly.
So at first I was going to agree with him, but no, I can't agree with him. That's 2 men in one night? Absolutely not.
Clear, yeah, it's true.
No.
Yeah. I could see she bringing him some clothes in public and things. She just seeing that, you know what I mean? Just seeing that type, like.
I surprised she didn't ring his cloak to get him to wake him up. Like the fact that she was just sitting in the chair. Yeah, she got a different level.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah. All right. Yeah, but that definitely sounds like somebody from that neighborhood. I ain't gonna say it again. All right. Okay.
I want to read this one.
Okay, go.
My girlfriend is stupid, and I think I have to end this relationship. Woo! Listen, when you're dealing with stupid people, it'll really test your patience and your intelligence. But I'm gonna go and read it. When I first met my girlfriend, I realized that she sometimes makes misjudgments, but I didn't think much of it. Now that we've been together for 2 years, I have realized just how stupid she is. That might sound a bit harsh, but that's the only word I can think of. We would go downtown to some place she wants to go, and she'd be like, oh wait, wrong way. Then we'd walk down another street, and she'd be like, oopsie, wrong way again. It's horrible. She has no sense of direction, and I feel stupid following her around. She also talks in circles, which makes me so angry. For example, yesterday she asked me if I wanted some burritos for dinner. I replied, we don't have all the ingredients in the house for burritos, so I'll just eat something made from what we have. Then she asked, so you don't want a burrito? Her question made me think she had bought the ingredients for burritos, so I said, sure, I'll have a burrito. Then she says, okay, but we don't have all the ingredients for a burrito. Like, yes, I know that. Her stupidity makes me treat her worse, which I hate because I don't want to be rude to people. I swear sometimes the way she talks and acts infuriates me. I also feel slow and held down when I'm with her. When she makes dumb decisions, I'm usually around her, so I have to help her correct her mistake. Anytime I do something alone, I feel a huge wave of happiness go through my body because I don't feel held back by her behavior. Overall, she's a good person, but I don't believe I can continue in a relationship with her. Her misjudgments have caused me so much financial loss and stress in general. He's an asshole.
I can't do stupid. I can't do stupid.
No, he's an asshole.
Why?
Why you still there with her 2 years later?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If the way she moving irritates you so bad, so like you treating her worse when you could just leave her alone. So he's an asshole. And that lady could be neurodivergent. I know a lot of people don't have a sense of direction.
I don't have none.
My grandfather made sure I had it because he was like, I don't want you to be like this. So I had to read maps and do all kind of things. Like when we would go to Disney World, I had to tell them where we going by looking at the map, and I had to navigate us there. This is me at 7 and 8 years old. So as a grown woman now, I have a strong sense of direction. But she might not have had that. He don't have no patience for her. He don't have compassion for her. And he ain't had it for a long time. So 2 years later, he's an asshole. He needs to leave her alone.
Okay. Sometimes there are certain things she might be stupid, but then gifted. You know what I mean? And maybe the gift is what got a man, you know what I mean?
And that's your problem.
Mm-hmm. That's why I just stay in trouble.
Stop letting that be the defining factor in how you do some things. If you feel like the woman you dealt with for 2 years is so stupid that you don't even want to be outside with her, leave the lady alone.
Easier
But
said than done.
because she get platinum and gold, oh yeah, we gonna stick it out. Nah, that's why I don't get caught. That's why,
Easier said than
because
done.
it's playing with people's emotions.
Sometimes
And
you
he could be he shook
well,
it too because 2 years.
Mhm.
It took him 2 years to see she wasn't.
But he had know from the beginning. You ain't see the man say he realized, that something. He realized from the beginning something was off with her. Like, let's be so for real. When you meet somebody that ain't working on all levels of their intelligence, it don't take long for you to figure that out. So he figured it out, but he's still there in this woman's life, harassing himself and harassing her when he could just leave her alone.
okay.
You see what I mean? They don't want to leave you alone, but then they be on the internet talking bad about you. Look at that.
The man need to vent this. okay.
Then vent in therapy.
Okay. So they not having a sense of direction, right? So a lot of people like that. And that's something it would irritate me, but it's something I could live with. And I have lived with. But this thing with the burrito, like what she do, like that, no sir. No sir. You asking the man if he want burritos. He don't say he ain't have all ingredients for burritos. He will eat something, make something out of what ingredients you have there. Oh, so you ain't want no burritos. Okay, well I'll have burritos. Oh, I mean like that kind
But
of
that's not.
but I'm
No,
saying
I don't think that's
that
because
kind of
first of all,
airhead thing, at least that kind of airhead thing I can't like I could deal with it no sense of direction, but that just plain out density, empty headedness, I
I don't
can't do
think
that.
I don't think she necessarily obeying that. She said, "Do you want some burritos?" He said, "We don't have everything for the burrito." And then he gonna eat something from the house. And she said, "So you don't want the burritos?" Cause maybe she was gonna go get the other stuff. Maybe she was gonna take it upon herself and go get the rest of the stuff, bring them back, and then they could have burritos or order them and have them
Out of
delivered
them.
and get burritos. You cannot think that he can't take and half the time when certain people talking to me, I don't be listening any damn house. So she probably didn't even say you don't want no damn burritos because I wasn't listening. But that could have been what she was going to do.
I
And he
think what
saying that
happened
she did.
is
She
he's so
was
frustrated with her, and he's so like he feels some type of way about her so much that everything she do now is an irritant to him, and he ain't looking at the fact like she could have also been thinking about something else. Again, he need to leave the woman alone. 2 years, go ahead and break up with her. You should have break up with her a long time ago when you realized you couldn't function around her like that.
let me just say
And she probably knew they didn't have the stuff for the burritos. All she asked was, "Do you want some?"
she ain't going to the store to buy nothing because when at one point she was gonna find her way back home. She have no sense of direction, she ain't going to buy nothing. You know what I mean?
What you think you get Uber and Lyft for? What you think you get DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart?
Instacart, Walmart delivery.
I just
He
saying,
gonna
like people will create a lot of issues when they don't need to, and they try to justify it by like, oh, like you, and this is for you, Mr. Calwood, talking about she might be a genius in other areas. That's not sustainable. If that's the only thing that keeping you there, you worse than she as a person. Because you
So
basically using her for pom pom. That's it. You don't like the woman, you just using her as your personal sex toy.
okay, so let me say in response to what you just said, that is correct. It is not sustainable. You know what I mean? So this is only for a time. You know what I'm saying? But
2 years, how long this time gonna go?
okay.
And if that's the case, why you harassing us for? We don't know.
Okay, so let me say this. And ask me why now. So
Oh boy.
sometimes you might say, okay, you know what? I can't do this thing, right? So I gonna break up with this person. And then you start to think, well, if I break up with this person, me gonna be getting this particular thing that I like, somebody else gonna be enjoying this. And then the thought of somebody else enjoying this thing and not you, okay, I can hold on a little longer.
Go to therapy.
And then the next, 2 years
I
gone
get
by.
my last note.
Therapy helps. Go to therapy. Because that is a horrible reason to stay with somebody. It's horrible. That's the only reason you staying with them, because they're giving you 5-star service.
So let me ask a question. So are you willing to concede that it goes both ways? A woman do too?
What?
I don't
stay
know
with
none.
somebody for 5-star service?
Yeah.
No.
I have heard the son listen here. Hey, woman criticize the hell out of a man. And then talk about the things that he do with the tongue and my son. You know what I mean? And that's
But that don't mean they'll stay with them in a relationship.
Well, true. I can't defend. That's just why I hear them man want to be angry at man go to playing domino. That's what I hear them man say. So I can't
That's
speak.
what you hear.
I can't, yeah. So I'm not speaking from the first person perspective. That's why I hear them man say. Me no nothing but I'm an upstanding man in this community. Okay?
Okay.
All right. He had one I definitely wanted to do. The one where he robbed his own job at gunpoint. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. He robbed his own job at gunpoint. 2 days later, he came back. On August 3rd, 2026, a man armed with a semi-automatic handgun allegedly entered a Shake Shack near Scottsdale Road and Greenaway Road in Scottsdale, Arizona. He entered through a rear delivery door and confronted 2 employees during a robbery. Investigators later identified the suspect as 33-year-old Keandre Simmons, who worked at the restaurant and had called out sick earlier that morning. According to court records, Simmons allegedly forced one employee into a walk-in cooler at gunpoint before ordering the on-duty manager to open the store safe and hand over approximately $2,800 in cash. Simmons then allegedly locked both employees inside the cooler before returning and forcing them to kneel at gunpoint. Investigators said he also took the employees' cell phones and a landline phone and destroyed them by throwing the devices into a sink filled with water. Both employees told investigators the robber's physical characteristics and voice were consistent with Simmons. They also said the gunman appeared unusually familiar with the restaurant, including the location of the walk-in cooler latch, gloves, cleaning wipes, and employee-only areas. Surveillance footage reportedly showed the suspect entering and leaving through the rear of the restaurant before driving away in a green SUV. Investigators obtained a search warrant for Simmons' cell phone records, which allegedly placed his device near the restaurant at the time of the robbery. On August 5th, 2026, detectives watched Simmons leave his apartment and drive back to the same Shake Shack where the robbery occurred. He was arrested in the restaurant's parking lot. Simmons appeared at his initial court hearing wearing his Shake Shack uniform. During an interview with investigators, Simmons allegedly said he had discarded the clothing he wore during the robbery and told detectives a firearm was inside his residence. A search of his home reportedly uncovered a firearm with characteristics like the weapon used during the robbery, along with denominations of cash consistent with the stolen money. Simmons faces armed robbery and kidnapping charges. He was held on a $100,000 secured bond. Now, I just know. They didn't say it here, but I'm willing to bet money. Because it's always the case. The employee with this unique, one-of-a-kind limp, he's the genius, I think, he could come and rob the place and nobody can notice it. I just know it. He either have a limp or he'd attack with a lisp. It's one of them two. I'm willing to bet money. I mean, like how anyway, how stupid could you be? You know, it's one thing to you walk into a place and you set up the place to be robbed. You know what I mean? By a third party. But for yourself to come, you know what I mean? Stick your hands up. Hey Leroy, that's you? No, don't ask me the question. Just stick your hands up. I mean, that's how it'll be. That's how it'll be. That's how it'll be.
They probably just know his voice and his mannerisms. Because one thing that you can't change per se on mannerisms.
Correct.
Even if you do something silently, your mannerisms don't change.
Correct. Your posture. I mean, this just like this is just a real stupid criminal story. Yeah. Like I said, set somebody up to come and rob the place while you're there. I mean, people do that all the time, but for you to rob it yourself, you know, and they say, you know, big is a Shake Shack. Like how many employees you have there? We're not talking a place we have hundreds of employees that, you know what I mean? It's a Shake Shack. Everybody kind of, you know, basically know everybody.
Mhm.
I used to work in a fast food restaurant, and I know all my I could have seen all my coworkers walking from the back. They could have been like a quarter mile away, and I know who that is. You know what I'm saying? Because it is that intimate of a setting. You know, even the people that you don't get along with, the people that you don't like, you see them all the time. Y'all in this small area, you know these people inside and out. You know what I mean? So yeah, he's genius.
So I googled the story, because yeah, and they show a picture of him. That's a heavy dude.
Is that big dude?
Oh, so that was a teller too?
That's a heavy dude. So the employee said his build, hairline, voice, and mannerisms match him. So that's how they know it was him. And then what make it was is security in the area see him walking to and from before and after the robbery. And then they also saw his face briefly when he lowered his mask in a public restroom.
Always.
Now, I know the economy bad, and I know he got a lot of stuff going on. But my boy didn't think about that at all. Like you said, if he were about to do that, he should have get somebody else to do it while he been to work.
Correct.
And he been in Glendale, Arizona. So I have a feeling that the other two employees didn't look like him.
And he was black dude.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah. They yeah.
So he set himself up for that one.
When I saw the story, like I bet something unique about his physical appearance, or you have a lisp, you attack on a lisp, or you have a limp. It's just always him. All right.
He a heavy dude.
Yeah,
He not a skinny dude.
I didn't even see.
And then he got a distinctive hairline because of the haircut he got to get to the barber shop. So the mask can cover all of that.
Hey.
So now he going to jail for $2,800 and saying he do that because he have children and he just been in a rough place. But
That's not it, man. That's not
now
it.
you ain't coming out of jail.
That's not it. Correct. That's not it.
He could have sell plasma or something.
Correct. Spawn bank something. Like something.
I don't think
How
they'll
much
get
did
that much to the spawn bank.
Oh, I
think
don't-
it's
I-
only like 70.
I mean,
How much did it pay? How much did it pay for?
Plasma?
Yeah.
I think plasma is more than that. Let me see. Plasma donates. I gotta do plasma sell it. You could get up to $800.
Oh my!
wow.
All this time I thinking they used to get $25.
No, you could get up to $800.
I feel needles, I ain't gay. I
Oh,
have a story about
Really?
it, but anyway. Yeah. Yeah.
oh, that's why you ain't got no tattoo. Oh,
All
sorry,
right.
my bad.
All right. One more before we close out. Let's go number 8. Head alone.
Number 8.
Yeah. Okay. So am I overreacting? Boom. There's this new girl at my job and she is fine, fine, fine. I ain't even gonna lie. We caught a vibe instantly. I made sure that everybody at work already knows that that's my boo. I usually take her to lunch on our lunch break, but on this day, we had an important task, so we couldn't leave for lunch. So I see her go warm up her food. Cool. Then I look over and this girl is about to put aluminum foil in the microwave. I said, hey, you can't do that. She looked at me dead serious and said, I'm new here. I ain't no. New here? Ma'am, you can't do that. No way. I swear something inside of me just shut off. Like instantly, I wasn't attracted to her no more. She keeps flirting with me, but now the whole vibe is gone. Like, be honest. Am I overreacting by losing interest over this? Or would y'all have looked at her different too?
No, you're overreacting about thinking she's your girl because you tell everybody so. Shut up.
Okay. Okay, so see now he detect that she's stupid. You check out he don't like pumping the brakes as opposed to the other partner now that stick around for 2 years, thinking that he could tolerate. That's what he perceived to be the stupidity. But I am a person that's torn out by stupidity. And yeah, you saying, well, oh, I didn't know I could have put it in the microwave because this is like my first job or this is my first week here. Like, yeah.
So that's your girlfriend because you went to lunch every day? That's why they're getting problems.
The man claim the territory, like, yeah, back off. I get this. I got this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, back off. But no, it's like,
He
yeah.
overreacting.
I don't think you're overreacting.
Not at all.
Yeah, I am torn out by stupidity. Like, you could be the most physically attractive woman I've ever met. Open your mouth and walk a mouth song, screaming that she's a dumb person, and I can't do it. I can't.
But then my thing is, I mean, she do that before, and nothing happened, so she thought they were fine.
Yeah,
So she just making some really weird decisions out in his wall. Yeah, he wrong.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. That's it.
Vex.
Yeah.
That's 3 man you make me agree with tonight.
Hey, you got.
I keep in count.
We do for Dating Chronicles update when we get it.
Oh, so before we go, you want a Dating Chronicles update. So you could tune in for the next one because people have to hear this one. So I'll be on Threads whiling out. I'm sure people gonna be looking for me now. But I'll be on Threads whiling out because Threads you could just talk about anything and I'll just be on there just yapping away. So I post this thing and I said, men, I'm an alpha and a leader. So I said, me sits back to let them lead. The same men can't even lead a conversation. So now my profile on Threads is public, so anybody could see it. And I guess that bring out the incels. It was so bad. Usually I go for a good tussle, but it was so bad I had to archive the post because they were coming and I was just like, this cannot be the men that they think that woman want. This man went in my comments and said, men aren't interested in talking to women. They're trying to fuck them. This post makes no sense.
Wow.
That's what a man said to me on Tuesday, August 18, 2026. That's what he said. The man ain't interested in talking to women.
See, I
And me must take serious. That's why the tech breaks, because the level of unhinged, like this is unhinged in a good way, but the level of unhinged that's out there from these men is absolutely diabolical. Cause he said that with his whole chest. As a matter of fact, before I archived the post, I had limited where I had to approve the replies. and it does tell you that your reply have to be approved. So he see that and still type this with his chest and hit send.
See, and I guess I old school. I guess they call me old fashioned, but there's like, to me, there's value in it, like the chase, the pursuit. Like it ain't supposed to come easy. Yeah, ain't supposed to just meet you, hey, you know, I'm doing, what's your name? Blah blah blah. Okay, let's go home. And then we go. Like what's the thrill in that? Like there's no, I need a pursuit. The pursuit. Like and like I said, like I think I could be wrong, but I think sometimes a woman and meet a man and be like, what? My son, if he play his cards right, you know what I mean? He said the right thing, made the right move. Yeah,
They
definitely.
do.
Right?
Women definitely do.
Right. But you're not gonna come out and say that you play hard to get. It's a chase. Like even as a man, I want a chase. I want a pursuit. I want to, like, that's supposed to be the reward for the prize for, you know what I mean? Finishing the race, winning the race, whatever the case may be. Not just hi, let's go do this thing, bam. Like I don't really get it don't have the same value when there's no pursuit, there's no challenge, there's no difficulty. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to court, I want to, you know what I mean? Feel like I talk a good talk and whatever the case may be. But and that's why I just glad that 2026, I just an old man now. I decide I can't even call myself advisor because them young fools ain't even trying to seek advice. It's just how they just running into walls, like, I don't know. It's stupidity.
The pursuit and the challenge is not how I want to say it. So the pursuit and the challenge now is they want a woman to pursue them.
See, I think this, I could be wrong. I think this is a product of this, like we live in this instantaneous world. You know what I'm saying? So everything is boom, on demand. Like, that might be fine for certain things, but I old fashioned. Like, I want a pursuit. I want to feel like I accomplished something that other men couldn't accomplish. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna feel like if I just show up and, hey, you know, like we just exchange names and boom, we're gonna go do this thing. Like, no, I want to feel like I reach a pinnacle, I achieve something that other men tried and couldn't achieve. So I need a pursuit. I need a challenge. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be some sort of resistance. You can't just, I don't care even if you meet me and just crazy for me and how would I act. And okay, act a little hard to get. You know what I'm saying? Like let it be a little pursuit.
They's the ones acting hard to get now.
Yeah,
They's the ones expecting you to pursue them now. And this is all age ranges because I'm at the age where I could date the son or the father. So both the son and the father.
I can the same.
Then, yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Call me old fashioned, but give
so
me
when you want the dating chronicles updates, when you want that?
Okay, so
next week is my birthday. So
no, not next. Oh, no, okay, no, and then the week after that, I gonna be unavailable. So let's do it.
Okay.
The week after that.
So that's what, September.
In like 15 or 14 somewhere around.
September 8th, because that's.
No,
so
the week after. The week after.
8th, the September 15th.
Yeah.
That's a Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We could do that.
All right. So the 15th.
So now you're sending me back to get a little bit more content for you.
Yeah. I have to keep my viewers and listeners, you know, in tune with what's the haps.
So they could be laughing after me.
Nah, I think a lot of people that watch this podcast probably are not in the dating scene, but we like to, you know what I mean? We like to keep abreast of what's happening. I don't learn. We give this kind of thing because
I said like they about to chase me back to VI, man.
I don't know. All right. So anyway, let's put a plug in tonight. Thank you for showing up. Elise, have a great week. Kaya, have a great week. Thank you, ladies.
Have a good week, everybody.
All right. So that was a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Night.
Good
All right,
night.
we have an open welcome. All right. We out.
Thank you.
more thing before we step. Keep your ears on us. Unhinged, unhinged. Thank you for the vibe. Unhinged, unhinged. You made this one alive. Tune in Tuesday, 7 to 8. Unhinged, unhinged. Don't be late. Unhinged, unhinged. To the ones who share the link, to the ones who sent a laugh, to the ones who held us down right there in the live chat. You made the whole room move, you made the whole thing sing. That kind of love don't fall, that kind of love means everything. Hold up, we got one more lane. Same way, same time. Let it run again. Unhinged, unhinged. Thank you for the vibe. Unhinged, unhinged. You made this one alive. Tune in Tuesday, 7 to 8. Unhinged, unhinged. Don't be late. Unhinged, unhinged.
If you miss the moment,
Catch the next one live.
bring your people with you.
Let's keep it all this high.
Tuesday 7 to 8.
Yeah, that's the place.
That's the lane.
We'll be right here waiting. Say the name, say the name.
Unhinged, unhinged.
Thank you for the